How you doing, guys? It's Bear with Texas Bushcraft, coming back to you to do a gear review on an item that I just picked up not too long ago. I've actually got a couple of these that I've had for a little while, but these are the ones I'm going to do a review on. I got these in about probably a week ago. I ordered them specifically to do this review for you guys. So what I've got here is from a company called Lightload Towels. What it is a beach towel. This is actually a 3 by 5 foot beach towel. And this is a 12 by 24 inch hand towel. I've also got a 12 by 12, but I'm not going to really do that one because I've only got one of those left. And I've got several of the 12 by 24, so they're pretty much the same. What I'm going to do is actually I'm going to read you something in a minute, and then I'm going to do the review on these. I'll do a close-up on these so you can get a good look of them before I do the actual review, and then we'll go into it. So this is what I got. I pulled this off their website, and it's actually word for word for what they have on their website. Lightload towels are the only towels that are survival tools. They can save your life. Lightload travel towels have thousands of uses, unlike any other product. Also known as a cool tool, Lightloads are essential for everyone's survival kit. Use them as fire starters, wind scarves, insulation, bug repellent, sunblock, strainers, masks, static electricity, insulation, and much more. With emergency preparedness in mind, people include them in first aid kits, toiletry kits, camping equipment, hunting gear, hiking gear, RVs, boats, cars, and wallets. Now, like I said, I thought it was kind of funny that they put them on their website, but they don't actually have any videos that show them doing any of these things. So they've got people that did videos on them. They don't do all of the things that they said, but even with the statement they make, it's a pretty good product. I have a 12 by 12 that I opened about a month ago and I've been using. And as long as you hand wash them and you don't use like really harsh detergents when you're doing it, they'll last pretty long. They'll last for a pretty good long while. I'm pretty sure. Mine hasn't really deteriorated that much at all. It's still really tough, really durable. So let's do the close-up of these, and then we'll show it as a fire starter, and then I'll show also how these things open up from being a hockey puck size to being a beach towel size. So I'll be right back with you, and we'll show you these out. So this is it. This is the beach towel, and let's see, is it reusable, biodegradable, multi-purpose, super absorbent, only 5 ounces. Like I said, this thing is just a little bit larger than a hockey puck would be. So it's got their logo on it. Gives you the actual sizes there, 3 feet by 5 foot, and it's 100% viscose. This thing will actually absorb quite a bit of water, so you can actually use this if you're in a situation where you got to get water out of somewhere and put it in your container. You can actually use these things and it'll work pretty well. But this is the 3 foot by 5 foot. It's the actual beach towel, and then this is the 12. Oh, sorry. This is the 12 by 24. You can see it's just a little bit thick. It's probably about a ½ inch thick, maybe 3/4 of an inch thick. Got their information, a cool tool written on there. And this is the 12 by 24, or the 12 by 12, sorry. So I'll show you these side by side here. So it's about a half the size, thickness-wise, but it's the same diameter as the other one. So we're gonna pour some water in this bowl right here, and then I'll show you how these things open up. Before I do that, actually, I'm going to go over what this packaging is like. This actually right here is actually it's paper. It's kind of like the front cover of a notebook, like a Mead notebook. And then around the outside edge here is a piece of plastic that's wrapped around it. So they say it's waterproof, but I don't think I'd trust the front here, the paper portion, to actually be waterproof. So we'll have to just take their word on that one. I'm not going to. I'm going to actually pack these where they won't get wet if I need to. So let's get some water in this bowl right here, and then I'll show you how these things open up. Alright, so here we go. So what I normally will do is I'll take the plastic off, crack that open, pull the paper off, and just dunk it in. And you can wait for a little bit, or you can actually sit and break it up. I mean, you can see how quick that thing opened up pretty well. So here it is, the 12 by 24. See if I can get that on camera. That's the logo on it. I mean, it's pretty soft as it is, and you can watch. I mean, you'll hold quite a bit of water. These things are pretty amazing. I mean, they're not the softest things. They're kind of like the disposable shop towels you can get on a roll, like a paper towel roll almost. It kind of feels like that. It's probably the same material, as a matter of fact. But I mean, these things they're pretty durable so far. I haven't had any complaints about my 12 by 12 that I have that's open and I'm going to use. This is going to be another one I'm going to use probably for a little while. And then going for the beach towel here. I haven't actually opened one of these yet, so this will be my first time opening one of these up and actually seeing how big it is. And I'm going to back the camera up again after I'm done with this and show you how tall this thing is compared to me. So let's get this plastic off here. Alright, so like I said, hockey puck size. Toss that in there. And if you're in the bush, guys, you can actually do this in the river if you wanted to, instead of doing it in a bucket of water like I'm doing. I don't want to do it in the river or the little creek that's behind me here, because this creek is actually runoff from a bunch of apartment complexes, and it's got a lot of car products, oils and stuff like that in them from the roads, and I don't really want to get it on these towels. So I mean, you can see this thing sucked up all the water that's in there. And it's still dry on the inside. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but it's dry right there. I mean, these things suck up water like nothing. So let's I'm going to open this one up. I'm going to put it on a tree over here real quick, and then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to do the actual fire test to see how this thing works as a fire starter. And there's somebody on one of the YouTube pages that actually that talks about doing it and how to do it. And I'll go over that in a few minutes whenever I get back. All right, fellas, here we go. So I got my ferro rod that I'm going to try to light this thing with, and I've got a lighter just in case it doesn't work. So set those off to the side real quick. Alright, now this is what the guy says to do when I looked on the video. He says to crack this part open right here. Just get the top portion up. Take this paper out of here. And then fray out the top section right here. And this thing should work just like some compressed fuel is. Kind of like Dave's mini infernos that he has. That's how it should work, but we'll see if that's actually the case. Let's see if I can fray this out a little bit. My fingers, these things are pretty tough. Alright, so let's do it this way. Alright, so we got it frayed out a little bit. See if I can get the edges a little bit more frayed, a little more surface area here. That's not going to work too well. There we go. Try to stay on the camera as much as I can for you guys to see this. Alright, set that down there. I'm going to try it with the ferro rod first. See if we can get it. I'm going to try it a couple of times just in case it doesn't work. So we'll see how this works. Oh, there it goes. Take this thing off the mount here so I can bring it down and show you guys what this actually looks like. And this thing does not smell nice at all. And it's kind of windy out here right now, guys, so we'll see how long this thing actually lasts on this. I'm willing to bet that it'll get down and it'll just smolder for a second and then go out. Here, let's pick this up and see how we can get it to work. Alright guys, there you go. I lit it with the lighter because it smoldered out on itself, so turned it upside down to see if I can get it to actually catch for any length of time and show you what it'll do. Well, it's going out again, so we're just gonna call this one quits on that. I mean, you could use it as a fire starter if you open it up all the way and actually fan it out a little bit, but as far as just doing what the guy said, I don't think it's gonna work that well. So, alright guys, real quick before we go to me doing the Pathfinder knife, show you the update that I did to my my sheath in that. I'm gonna show you those towels, the beach towel and the 12 by 24 a little bit further away from the camera. So, this one right here is the 12 by 24, and you can see it's pretty big. I mean, it can be used as a washcloth or wrap around your neck if you're hot, keep you cool. Toss that one right there for now. And then this one is the 3 foot by 5 foot. I mean, I don't know if I'm able to get back far enough for you guys to actually see this, but I mean, it's pretty big. This is a towel here. I mean, you can literally use this to dry yourself off if you were in the bush. And it'll wrap completely around me if I need to, or use it as a wrap around my head if I want to, instead of using the 12 by 24 or something a little bit bigger that will cover more area. I'm going to turn this off, resituate a little bit, and then I'm going to do the Pathfinder knife, show you the mods to my sheath and that.